Let's do a van walk around of my brand new Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 4x4. What's going on, guys? Ben here with Robinson Reconnaissance. Hope you guys are doing well. For today's video, we're going to be doing a walk around of my brand new Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van, 2023 Winnebago Adventure Wagon. Let's get into it. Here's the Sprinter van and the dogs. Luna on the right, Mika on the left. Here's a quick overview. It's a Winnebago Adventure Wagon. It's got method wheels, method race wheels. Got the BF Goodrich KO2 tires, along with those method wheels. This is a tire carrier swing out from van up. Attaches there and attaches there. There's the backup camera. These wheels, I believe, are 33-inch BF Goodrich KO2s, Baja Champions. They're LT 245s, 70 R17s. And then they're paired with the 17-inch method race wheels. These are not true bead locks. They look like they are, but they're just more for looks. So the van came with those. It's a 4x4 Sprinter 2500 Winnebago Adventure Wagon. It's a little more stealth than a regular RV. It kind of almost looks like a cargo van. You've got the two windows in the back. There's one on each side. And you've got the steps along the side. These have some dog leash attachments on both sides, which will come in handy. So they have these little loops on them where you can tie your dogs to. There's one there, and there's one on the front, and then there's also two on the other side. So it's nice when I'm hanging out here. It allows the dogs some freedom to roam. Beautiful day here at the off-grid property. Sun coming through the trees. Here's the front door. That's where you fill her up right here. That just pops open. Put the diesel in. And here's the driver's side. Here's your fuse box. There's a ton of fuses, and they recommend you buy a full pack of fuses, so I will be doing that, getting an extra set, just so stuff doesn't go out on me when I'm on the road. 8 water bottle holders in total. So there's one there, one on the passenger side, 4 in front. So there's big ones on the outside, 2 little ones on the inside, which hold a regular can or drink. And then there's 2 more up here. One there, one there. This is some extra storage. And in the middle, you have a wireless phone charging setup with also a USB and 2 USB-C ports. And same on that side. Tons of storage in these things. And then there's storage above the passenger and the driver. In addition to this shelf. This whole system display works with Apple CarPlay. but then you can also just have it hooked up regularly. There's 2 speakers on either side of the rear view mirror up here on the windshield. They're okay, nothing to write home about. You would think that they would have some really good speakers on the side, which I guess you can. It's just an upgrade. There's some more storage right there. And these seats have really nice lumbar support, which extends. And they have these armrests, which snap into place and then stow away. So on the dash, your def gauge is on the bottom there. That says how much def you have, blue def. And then your gas gauge is on the left. That's the diesel. Beautiful day up here in Colorado. It's almost 60 degrees. That's kind of a subtle hint that it's a Winnebago with the badging right there. And then you have another running board along this side. And you get an extra window on the sliding door right there. And these all have screens on them. And we'll open up passenger side. They both come with leather seats. I got a max air fan right up there so I can blow air in or exhaust hot air out. There's a little loft up there for storage, kind of like a shelf. I'm going to be getting some mats for in here, but right now this is kind of what I'm going with. And both of these seats swivel around to the back side. And then we'll open the door here. So yeah, both of these seats swivel around facing this way toward the cab. Got a little countertop there. Topographic countertop. So this is the cabinet. For now, I just have this mat on here. This is a little protective rubber mat. This is just a gun cleaning mat from Tomography, Tamfam Graham on Instagram. And this countertop's awesome. It has topography as well. It's a topographic white countertop. Pretty solid. And that actually fits across pretty well. In this cabinet, so I have the max air fan. That's for the max air fan there that shoots out hot air and brings in intake fan for cooler air when you want to cool it down in here. There's a plane right now. This is a Dometic water jug. There's a Dometic spout that attaches to right here, and then you're able to run water from this to that. I just got some storage cubbies for now, and then there's actually room for another one just like this right here, so you could do 2, possibly one full of beer, one full of wine, and then also room for more if you wanted to add water or whatever. So that's that. And this one, it's already open. This one I just have in trash can and just spare parts, doodads. I put these rubber stoppers on all these just so these don't rattle. So when you close it, it doesn't rattle at all. There's this little pad right here above the toilet, and this comes up, locks into place. And then this is your sink. It's honestly pretty cheap. It's just a little Winnebago plastic pop-out sink. So when you get your water hooked up, Dometic, you can clean dishes, rinse your hands, do whatever you got to do But honestly, not the most ideal situation, but then it's nice because you can just carry it, throw it, toss it outside, and you're off grid, so there's no water hookups or anything like that. Nothing you need to winterize. No chance of anything freezing. There's a porta potty right there. Basically a little cassette toilet. It's just a little porta potty, so that opens. And then that comes out. Pretty basic RV toilet. Haven't even used it yet. But nice to have that if you need it on the go. You know, whether you're in a Walmart parking lot or out in the wilderness. And that closes up as well. And it comes with a Dometic CFX freezer / fridge. So it doubles as a fridge and a freezer. You can choose one or the other. Can't run both at the same time. This runs off of the EcoFlow generator, which is in the back. I'll show you in a minute on that. And this is the Moab bed. I believe it's a queen size bed. Really comfortable. And this is 3 pieces, so you can raise it or lower it. And then this bed is also attached to that L-track. So you can raise the bed up higher or lower. It moves with the van. And it comes with all these hooks, these loops, which you move and attach to the L-track. And the really big thing I like about this Winnebago Adventure Wagon is just the modularity of it. So you can change everything around. Underneath here is an L-track system, which also runs all along the walls. And that's really robust and strong, so you can hang stuff up. You can hang a hammock up. There's that Max Air fan right there. Smoke detectors, CO2, fire extinguisher. And then these bags here, they're called mule bags, so they hold up to 100 pounds. This is a smaller one here, and then I've got 2 larger ones in the back. So you can move these all around. So for instance, you can move those and move them over to there, or move this that way, or you could even stack them. It's pretty muddy out here at the property, but put these floor mats in. Just got this. This is a long garage rubber floor mat. I just got this at Costco the other day. I got some rubber mats from Costco here. It's got a little blanket covering the seat for now until I get something better for the dogs. You can make use of the shelving here. Smoke detector, CO2 detector. The van has 6 of these track lights here, so there's 2 there, 2 in the middle, and then 2 in the very back. The nice thing about these is you just hit them once, the light comes on, and then you hold on, and it's dimmable. If you click it twice, it turns red. So that's nice to have at night. You don't want to disturb your partner or you're trying to do some photography. These lights up here all run off of the chassis battery here in the front of the vehicle. And then everything runs off the EcoFlow generator in the back, like the fridge and everything else. I got the bed set up here, just got a couple blankets on there now, but these are these mule bags. They each are weighted to 100 pounds. Haven't really kitted these out yet, just got my clothes and stuff in there. Put a couple of these wire bins for now. I get some more of those. And then I have 2 lights in the back there, on the back of each of these, extra lights in addition to that, just for reading and whatnot. I got a window on this side, a window on that side, and these all have those magnetic covers on them, so they're blackout covers. So blackout cover for there, blackout cover for there. I got these up here now, just my backpack hooked up, a little Audi gear bag, This is another mule bag. Just got like my trash in here. For now, I just have this Yeti loadout box up here. The nice thing about this van is it's RVIA certified, so that means you can get really good insurance, you know, for a relatively low rate. And the nice thing about the Winnebago Adventure Wagon is they don't have plumbing, they don't have gray water or any water that you have to heat or anything, or nothing needs to be winterized in this vehicle. So that's kind of the bonus. But then also it's for verification of electrical, plumbing, heating, fire safety. So a lot of cargo vans, just the empty shell you get, won't have that. So in some cases, I think cargo vans are more expensive for insurance. So being that it has the RVIA, it just saves me a little bit of money per month on this off-grid Sprinter. So it's kind of really up to you to make it what you want it. And for instance, you can move this cabinet to here and swap it around. You can take the toilet and move it in the back. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably end up using this kind of as a cargo van, or almost like a daily driver, you know, when you're making Costco trips or taking the dogs out. I got the 2 dog beds here, but I'll be putting 2 dog crates that I have at home. Those will be going under here. So what I'll do is probably raise the bed a little higher. So yeah, that's what I got for now. Got this step here. A Winnebago badging on the side there. The Method wheels. And this, you gotta pull that. And then of course you've got the Winnebago Adventure Wagon branding on the side. And this is a 4x4. You have 4-wheel drive low and 4-wheel drive high. So this is a 2023 Winnebago Adventure Wagon. And it's the last year that they will be doing the 4x4 chassis. So they just switched after 2023. They switched to an all-wheel drive chassis. So basically all 4 wheels on the new chassis moving forward are going to be all-wheel drive all the time. So right now it's in 2-wheel drive, just using 2 wheels. And then I can switch it into 4-wheel drive for when I need to go off-road or more extreme grade or mud or snow. And I really like it. It's really nondescript. You can tell that it's maybe a Winnebago, but you're not going to ruffle any feathers with a giant RV. So you're a little stealth. I got to come up with a name for her, but I'm kind of leaning toward Dune, just because it's a pebble gray color, which is very much like a tan. Anyways, I'm very excited to get started on this build. I'm going to put some fog lights. I think I'm going to do a light bar up top. Probably a roof rack. Possibly a ladder, a whittle ladder. And then I can also attach solar panels to the roof rack. And those attach right here. There's an outlet. That's where you charge inside. I'll actually show you that. But when you open this up, got magnetic blackout curtains on every window, including the sides. These doors unlatch even farther. That's just like halfway. They go all the way to the right, all the way to the left. What do you call it? 45 degrees or whatever, 90 degrees. And the really nice thing about this is it suits my lifestyle because it's got this EcoFlow solar generator. So basically You can charge this with solar through the hookups here. You can take this thing out, take it into your house and charge it off of 12 volt. Or you can just charge it off of the 30 amp, like if you go to an RV park, plug in. So there's a multitude of ways you can charge it. You can also charge it off the chassis battery, which I think is 12 volts. So there's a cable that attaches. Got my iPad charging right now. And here's how this works. So this says I have 3 days remaining. I'm at 77%. The input, there's nothing currently being charged, and it's also putting out 13 watts of power to charge the iPad here. This is a 30 amp setup, so you have power which comes in through here, through the port at the bottom, and that's how you can charge it with 30 amp. You can charge it with solar. There's a plug in the back for that. So if I wanted to, I could hook up this solar panel directly to this and charge it. It would just charge a little slower. And it comes in a tray that you can unlatch these and move it out, or move it completely, take it out. It weighs about 90 pounds. So it takes up quite a bit of room. It's nice to have the luxury so I can charge, whatever I need to charge. And this is fully insulated from top to bottom, which is nice, rather than buying just a shell that you have to do yourself. And the modularity is insane. I could take this Dometic and move it here. I could take these completely out, everything here, including the toilet and the cabinet, and then I could use this as a gear hauler, bikes, skis, snowboards, etc. You can even stack these bunk beds, so you can get one up here and one down there. So technically you could sleep 6 people, 2 in the bottom bunk, 2 in the middle, 2 in top. Again, you can take these mule bags completely out, so that gives you more room in there. But for now, there's enough to sleep 2 people comfortably, and then the dogs down below. But for me, this is really going to be a dog travel mobile, to be able to bring my 2 dogs and my girlfriend. So plenty of room for my off-grid lifestyle. This will allow me to travel, see the country, see North America, which I'm looking forward to. On this build out, I think I'm going to put a storage box on back, maybe some Max Tracks. Really going to deck this thing out. But you can see the L-track there. Runs all along the van, everywhere. Pretty strong, robust. You can use these hooks. I'm going to be using these with some carabiners to hang up a hammock once I get everything set up in here. And for now, I have one of the dog crates here. So this is Luna's. This is a Gunner Kennel, super awesome crate, super strong. Also safe for if you get in a crash. I'm gonna bolt these down, or strap these down so they don't move at all. But for now, they work pretty well. Used them the other night, and then she's got a little pad in there that keeps her comfortable. So I really use these just when we're traveling or on the go. Aside from that, they hang out outside. Oh, and right there I just have a dog pad, a spare sleeping pad, which I put on the floor here so the dogs can lay down at night. And then there's 2 hooks on the side. There's 2 up there, right up there, and then there's 2 right up there just for hanging coats. Yeti loadout box, so I have storage up there, random odds and ends there, bunch of other stuff there. This will probably be moving to the back eventually, probably along the wall right there in between the wheel well and the Dometic fridge and the EcoFlow. And you can always purchase another mule bag to go right here, which I might do might not. Kind of nice having the space right now. But I just have these. And of course, backpack. Need to figure out something for up here. I've got some plastic bins for now, but I don't want these really rattling around. And both of these seats turn around and swivel this way, so if you want to face the cab inward, they both swivel around. And then you can also put this sink attachment. You can attach it to this side if you wanted to have the sink on that side, but then you can move this completely somewhere else or slide it that way. Take the toilet, move that to the back as well. Winnebago branding, which is pretty cool. The view out my door. Mountains of Colorado. In addition to the Dometic water, which is in there, I also carry this Lifesaver jerry can. So it has a shower attachment on it. You just pump it. You can filter any water that way. So just nice to have that so I can take it in and out of the van, wash stuff in the back and whatnot. Options. I actually also just ordered a rinse kit from Costco. I think they were on sale for like $1.89. Typically they're $2.99. And it's basically a cube similar to the Lifesaver, but you have a little shower attachment which is pressurized, and you can even add a heater with some propane fuel to heat the water. So I might put that in the back as well. That's a tour of the inside. All right, so let's get to the back. So I have the other dog crate here. This is the other gunner kennel for Mika. Pretty exact same as Luna's there with the pad inside. You can choose to have this door open both ways. You can put the latch on that side, just flip it. But then there's a side view of the two crates. And the bed up here. I got those two Goal Zero lights on the end there. One right there. One right there. Backup camera. This Moab bed, which stands for Mother of All Beds, is awesome. It's a good combination of firm, yet also soft. I've slept on it about a week, probably about 6 or 7 days in all so far. It's 3 pieces, and I actually raised it up a little bit. It was initially a couple levels down here. So in order to fit these dog crates under there and have a little extra room, I lifted it up, raised it up, and now it's just about perfect to where I have plenty of room to lay, and then Kayla has room there. I'm going to find some better solutions for this. I got a bunch of moving blankets. I think I'm going to put some stuff here. Maybe that Yeti loadout box that was up there will go right here. And you can take all this stuff out. This is just a little box I got from Payos Industries. This folds down completely and folds away, stows away. It's got a little table on it. Payos Industries. I think they call this like the BC camo. Which, yeah, you gotta love the camo. And in here, slightly overkill, but I have a little Goal Zero 200X. And then a Blue Eddy, which I just got, which I'm testing out. This is a lithium battery. It charges very quickly and lasts a fairly long time. So for now, I just have those two in there. This box collapses, but just so stuff doesn't rattle around. And I actually have a couple more of these at home, so you could stack them up on top of each other. So I'd have 2 or 3 more stacked on top of each other for storage. And then all around the van, I have these little ports. So that's 2 USBs, and then there's a 12 volt. There's the fuse box, so you can easily wire stuff from the roof say you get a solar panel set up on the roof, you can wire it to that. These are these L-track hooks, like you can carabiner everything. The really nice thing about the insulation on this is it's 3 layers, so there's a sound proof, there's insulation, there's batting, and it's actually really quiet and it retains heat really well. I found I've been sleeping in here in below freezing temperatures in the 20s so far, 20 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's been pretty warm in here. Haven't had to have any heat. I will be getting a heater eventually / AC unit that comes with this van. They're gonna mail it to me, but that'll be a good solution. Cool the van during the day and for when I leave the dogs, just for an hour or two when we're out exploring and whatnot. I really like these crates too. They allow security and peace of mind for your dogs, just knowing that they're not going to get out and rip everything up or chew anything or hurt your van, and for their own safety. So I have room here for more stuff. Room there, that's a shovel, just a plastic snow shovel. And then also there's a good amount of room on the sides there still. And for now, this is on the stock suspension, but I'll probably want to upgrade this eventually. But it comes also with an extra spare tire on the bottom. So you have that in addition to that wheel there. And stock suspension. But for now, that's what we're working with. I'm even contemplating maybe doing a bumper with a winch and some tow hooks and maybe even some Baja lights. But these lights are really good. They're LEDs, work really well. So there's a little latch right there. This thing's pretty hefty. So that's where you put your def. So you need to put new def in about every 3 or 4 fill-ups on the diesel. And then there's a def gauge on the dash that tells you kind of where you're at, just in case. Some coolant fluid. That's the air intake, which brings in cool air, cools off the engine. This is a true V6 turbo diesel engine, 6-cylinder, 4x4 low, 4x4 high range. There's the oil. They really make these pretty compact for what they are. And then you got some more fluid and your washer fluid. And there's one port for where you recharge, and the other one's over there, your pins. All in all, pretty tried and true diesel engine. That was one of the reasons for me getting this. There's also a little step right there where you can stand, clean the windshield. And then you have your kit for towing and whatnot back here. What do you think? She likes to ride here when we're not on the highway. Just because she can see everything out the window, huh? There's a tiny little bit of lag with the turbo. But aside from that, this thing rocks up hills. Mika likes to sit in the passenger seat here at the property. Put her in the back on the highway. So there you have it. A quick down and dirty walk around of the van. I'm very excited to hit the open road with this pig, with these two dogs, and my girlfriend, of course. The modularity of this van just allows you to do pretty much anything to this van, whatever you want to do to build it out. Very customizable build. There you have it, guys. That's a big, quick down and dirty on the van. Quick walk around. I'm really excited to get this thing on the road and to document my travels for the channel here. Until next time, I'll continue broadcasting from way out here at the off-grid property. Peace out.